Power rankings time.
NBA power rankings, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. First things first, number 10. I got Golden State. Should have been a little around 500 lately. Curry's been on and off with injuries. So I backed them down to 10. I had them at 9 last week. So not that big of a difference. I got Denver at 9. It's actually the first time I'm putting Denver in my power rankings in, I think, all year long. I know Mike's a big fan of Denver. I was looking at some of their stats and some of their wins last night, and they deserve a top 10 ranking. Believe it or not, on ESPN's Hollinger's rankings, where it's like, 1 point, blah, blah, blah is your ranking. He actually has them at number 5. He has them all the way up there. I don't think they're that good. But that's where the Hollinger guy has them based on whatever. But they're 8-2 in their last 10 games. They're playing some really good basketball. And I'm a huge fan of Ty Lawson. Always have been. Kenneth Faried. They got some solid players. At number 8, I moved Memphis back. A, they're playing 500 ball. And B, they just traded one of the best players on their entire team.
Which I don't understand why. Would they get back in return?
Well, when we get into it, I'll because I got all that written down here, so I got how that trade unfolded. But I bumped them back because of the trade, and they're playing 500 ball before they even made the trade. So I moved them back. I got Chicago up at 7. I jumped them up from 10 last week up to 7, and I did that because they're 5-1 in their last 6 games, all without Luol Deng, who is literally their best scorer without Derrick Rose on the court. No disrespect to Carlos Boozer, who is having a really good year this year for Chicago. But Luol Deng, it always guards the other team's best player. He is Chicago's all-around, we need you to do everything guy. He's the only player in the NBA that averages over 40 minutes a game. He's that guy. So to go,
how long is he out for?
He pulled his hamstring. So it could be 2 weeks. It could be 4 weeks. It's one of those. You know what I mean? They still didn't take him off the All-Star Day roster, though. So if that means anything, because All-Star Week is, 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
So if that means anything, that's probably a sign that it's not. Maybe it's just an aggravation, not an actual pull. I'm not sure. Then I got at number... Wait, I'm sorry. My apologies. Oh, wow. I only did 9 teams. You can tell how tired I was last night. All right, at number... all right, I got Chicago at 7. At number 6... Okay, yeah. At number 6, we got Brooklyn. There we go. That was the one team I didn't write in. I put Brooklyn at 6 just because they're still playing really good ball under PJ Carlesimo. It surprises me. Darren Williams still playing sort of average. But they're winning games, and they're right there in the thick of things on the Eastern Conference. Only reason I put them ahead of Chicago is for the simple fact that, to me, they have a stronger roster right now than Chicago. So I'm like, what's one spot? Yeah, I could flip-flop with them if I wanted to. 5, I got the Knickerbockers. Still playing decent basketball. Injuries suck. Part of life. What are you going to do? The only reason I don't have them higher, especially above like Miami, who they've beaten and dominated, which I even find enjoyment out of as well, is the fact that when they lose Chandler off the court, they're a completely different team. Me and you have talked about this before. The injuries to Wallace and some of the other guys that they brought in is really affecting the depth they have at big man. So, but still got them in my top 5 at number 5. Bumped the Clippers back to 4. Without Chris Paul, they're just not the same NBA team. And they haven't had Chris Paul in over a week. So they had to get bumped backwards. Moved Miami up to 3. They seem to really been stepping up their defensive intensity. San Antonio at 2. And obviously, Oklahoma City at 1. Still, to me, arguably the best team in the NBA. But you do have an argument for it. So that's my NBA power rankings. It is your turn, my friend.
6 of the 10 I have in the exact same spot as you, including the entire top 5.
So the entire top 5 is the same. So you got OKC, San Antonio, Miami, Clippers, New York.
Yep.
Okay, so your top 5 are covered.
Number 10, I got the Pacers.
Okay.
Number 9, I have the Nets. I'm playing better basketball under PJ Carlesimo. Felt they needed to get in there for now. Brook Lopez playing well. Number 8 is where I have the Warriors. Number 7 is where I got your Bulls. That's where you had them. And number 6 is where I got Memphis.
Okay.
So really 7 and then 5 through 1 are
Identical. And then 6, 8, 9, and 10 are a little different.
with the only difference is you have Denver and I have the Pacers.
Yeah, that would be the only difference. And Indiana was a team I highly considered, but I felt like I owed Denver some respect. Like I
owe
said,
Denver nothing.
yeah, right. We don't owe them anything. But at the same time, like I said to you, I think what sold me on moving Denver into my power rankings was seeing how high they were ranked up in the Hollinger rankings. That's really surprised me, and I'm like, so I started looking at the line, and they had good stats. I'm like, all right, I'll put them in my top 10.